Hey everyone, I'm back with another interview on my show, the Entrepreneur Warrior Show. I'm welcoming you on my show, and this is hosted by me, where I interviewed entrepreneur, affiliate marketer, coach, and consultant. This is where we interview. So today in this series of amazing interview, today we have an amazing guest. He is a dream car winner. He is an affiliate marketer, and He's a mentor. He teach how to generate leads. So without wasting your time, let's get invited Mr. Paul Mauttley on our show. So hey Paul, how are you?
Hey man, it's awesome to be here. I super appreciate the invite. So yeah, it's awesome, man.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so grateful to of your presence on my show. So are you hear me loud and clear before we start this show?
Yeah, sure. It sounds good. Let's go.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I really appreciate the work you did and so inspired from you to win the dream car. So this is so awesome to have you on my show. So grateful. So could you share a little bit about yourself or your backstory on how you started your as an affiliate marketing journey? So
Yeah,
my
cool.
audience will get to know.
I mean, people may have heard this before, obviously, and they might relate to it as well because when I first started out, my kind of like journey goes back maybe 20. I'd say about 20 years, right? I don't look old enough, right? But seriously, it does. I was always interested on side hustles. I was always interested in making money any which way possible, right? So at an early age, I was able to start working out, trying to figure out what was good, and very similar to how Russell Brunson started out. I mean, it was weird. I was fascinated with advertising and my parents thought I was crazy because I think at one point I actually, like had the VCRs, VHS, and you could record stuff off the TV. I actually started recording adverts. So so rather than where Russell Brunson used to collect advertising and had a big stack of them in his background, I actually had a 30-minute tape of just adverts. And I used to watch them and see how they were all put together because it was so interesting. I mean, when you actually look at the advertising then and you compare it to the advertising now, they all kind of follow a very similar pattern, right? So it's a pattern interrupt, and then it's telling you what problem that it solves, and then showing you how to get it right. So it's the who, what, how, and why, and all that good stuff, right? So that's kind of like the essentials part of advertising. But fast forward a few years, I started my own business. I ran that for about 24 years, I think, something like that. About 24 years. And over that time, everything went from print advertising. So for like advertising the local paper and in the yellow pages and things like that, or white pages, whatever it is, wherever you are, for like business listings. And then everything started moving to the internet. And I quickly noticed, right, okay, now I need a website. And I thought, well, I'm a kind of micromanager. I don't like to have it outsourced. And at the time, web development was like thousands and thousands. So I thought, right, okay, well, I know I can kind of build this myself. But I like doing it in kind of a cheap way. So I used Wix to build my first site. I put that together and it started performing well. And then I started getting onto Facebook and started putting out ads on there. And then finally, what I noticed was a lot of local businesses were using like capture, lead capture to get appointments. And that's where I thought, right, well, I need to do that too. So if I can funnel those people in rather than just having an advert saying, oh, hey, go to my website, why not say book an appointment? Because that's going to be way better to me than just people going to my website. So I started looking for solutions for that and found a company called Lead Pages, which did the job exceptionally well. And from a business perspective, it worked. But the little devil on my shoulder always wanted this side hustle, always wanted to see, okay, right, well, how can we make money on the side? Wouldn't it be great if we could free ourselves from the 9 to 5 and all that good stuff, right? So that's kind of like, I had this thing going on all the time. There's always little searches got into like network marketing, got into affiliate marketing that way round. Started doing quite well with that, but obviously, it started taking more time up and I had to take a step back from it. So focused on my business. But all that kind of like led to, I think it was an advert that I saw for the .com Secrets book. And I think I bought it. I'd gone through the funnel. I bought that, and I bought a couple of other things within funnel itself. Obviously, Russell did well out of me. So, from that perspective. And what I then did was I had the book and I was going on vacation. And so I don't know about you, but anytime you go on a vacation, you take a book with you. I've never read the book. So you've always got other things to do, right? It's this utopic feeling that you have when you go away and you think, oh, I'm going to get to relax. I'm going to sit. I'm going to read my book. It's going to be awesome. But what happens when you've got 3 children? It just never happens like that, right? So you're always plugged into what the kids want to do. And by the time you've like chilled out, you just don't want to do anything. So it happened on a flight back from the States. Now, I don't tend to sleep on planes. And it was called the red eyes. So we literally got like 7 or 8 hours overnight. Everyone else is asleep on the plane. And I opened the book. And I read the book cover to cover. And then I read it again, right? And literally, my brain started popping. I thought, this is amazing. Not only what can I do with this thing from our business perspective, but also how cool is this? I can actually use it to make money with other stuff that I've been thinking about as well. So got off the plane. Instead of having the usual jet lag, I was buzzing. I was ready to go. Got everyone back home, got them sorted out. Immediately got on the internet. And what was I hit with? The Funnel Hacks webinar. And I'm sitting there and I'm going through it and I'm watching it and I'm thinking, yeah, this sounds pretty amazing. Yeah, I think I can do this. And then I got into basically, because it was a business, I thought, right, this is super cool. I can actually just go ahead and purchase this. It was $1,000 at the time. I can get it. I can log it as a business expense, so I can get the tax deductibles on it, no problem at all. So did that. Started working on some funnels, which was just basically a 2-page funnel for lead capture for our business, and started running ads to it. And I think we actually got featured on the ClickFunnels blog. I think it was 2017, and I remember the date because it was Valentine's Day, so it was 14th of February. We put in about, I think it was like $300-400 in ad spend, and we made 42,000 from that ad. And it was literally like, all right, this is a game changer. All of a sudden, we went from being tiny to blowing up. That was just in our business. And it was kind of like, well, and I used everything that I'd learned as well. We didn't go after the smaller ticket price items. We went for the high ticket item price with the biggest profit. And that's what made such a massive difference. And fast forward, we actually sold that business 2 years ago. But in the meantime, because I was then using ClickFunnels, I wanted to know everything about it. I joined the ClickFunnels Facebook group. I then noticed there was an affiliate program to it. So obviously my, the old bunny ears came up, the starter rabbit thing that came up, and I got into the ClickFunnels affiliate group as well, the Avengers group as it's called. And I started going through the affiliate bootcamp as it was then. Right back then, a guy called Kevin was the affiliate manager, but then he did regular shows each week. There was a whole bunch of training that you could go through as well. It was a completely different setup to what it is now. But again, even though I was out working at the time, anytime I had a spare second or whatever, I would pop the video on for the next day and I would watch that, and I would get home that night and start thinking, right, this is what I can do. And because I was asking so many questions all the time, I got to learn so much about the software. I got to learn so much about the affiliate side of things as well. And what then happened was that as I noticed other people asking questions, I thought, I know this, so I would answer them. And this repeatedly happened. So all of a sudden now people were starting to come to me because they knew that I had the knowledge. They knew that I had the experience. And I was able to then start getting on calls with people to show them how to do it. And at no point did it actually trigger in my mind that I should be charging people for this. I mean, I must have gone through literally thousands of direct messages with people, conversations, right? And probably hundreds of like calls like this on video, literally sharing my screen, showing them how to set A to B to C to D up, and also then going through the affiliate side of things as well. What then sort of like transpired was, in a portion of those people that I helped didn't actually have the software already. So I ended up, they came to me and said, look, you know, I have to admit, I don't actually happen to have the software yet. Can you send me your link? And I was like, okay, that's cool. I can do that. And that is how I went from like 0 affiliates up to about between 20 and 25 affiliates. And all of a sudden I was looking at it thinking, I'm earning $1,000 a month from this. This is pretty cool, right? You know, I was occasionally like selling like the funnel hacks. So that was giving me like a $400 commission on it. Plus, after like they got their 6 months worth out of it, they were then zeroing it out onto the monthly program. So I was getting passive income on that. And it was like, yeah, this is definitely something I'm interested in, but I need more. I need to learn more. So I started messing around a little bit. I got to know Spencer Meekum, Dan Frigo, a few of the other guys that had already won the dream car, Jacob Karras at the time. In fact, I remember being on about, I think I was on about 38 accounts at the time when me and Jacob first started talking. He was on around 20. And so I was like ahead of him at that point, but he was doing things very differently with SEO stuff, which I had no idea at all about. And he did really well through that. And he actually surpassed me. He actually became a dream car winner before I did because of what he was doing. I decided, I was thinking, right, I can do it all myself. I don't need this, I don't need that. But I thought there was a point where I hit a ceiling. It was around 30, 35 accounts. I hit this ceiling and I thought, people are getting trials. So those you don't know, ClickFunnels do a 14-day free trial, but they were using the trial and for whatever reason, they weren't then converting into long-term customers. So I was getting this attrition, I was getting this drop off. So I was hovering between 30, 35 for months and months and months. And then I thought, right, if I'm to progress with this, if I'm to hit that dream car status, which is what I really wanted to do, I knew that I had to level up. And that's when I invested in a couple of courses. One in particular did, was extremely useful for me, which was Spencer Meekum's Affiliate Secrets. And at the time, it was the Affiliate Secrets 1.0, right? So it's the first one that he did. Went through all of that, got chatting with Spencer, started implementing what I'd seen, but I also then invested in one-to-one calls with some of the other guys that had already got to dream car status. So I put my money where my mouth is. I spent like, I think it was $100 for like an hour, and then someone else was $200 for an hour, and I just did it because I knew that that would return on my investment massively going forward. Because all I needed to know was I needed to cut through all the chaff. I needed to get through all the freebie videos out there and actually go directly to the source and find out exactly how it works, right? And that's what I did. And using that knowledge, not only did I start getting massive results with the affiliate program for ClickFunnels, but when Spencer Meekum actually put out his Affiliate Secrets 0.2 or 2.0, I became an affiliate of that and actually came third in his affiliate program, made over $8,500, and he sent me these as a third prize, which is like your original iPods, right? And I still use them. so that was super cool. But off the back of that, it was almost like anytime that I saw an affiliate launch that was happening and I thought, yes, I can go for that, I started hitting top 10s because I was implementing the knowledge. So I was getting more prizes. I was getting obviously decent commissions through that as well. And what accumulated was, I think it was back in the summer of 2019 when I actually hit the dream car status for the first time. And I remember, because I was religious, I'd be checking those stats every day, multiple times a day. In fact, me and Dan Frigo actually joked about it. It was like, how many times a day are you checking your affiliate commissions? How many times a day are you checking your status on the dream car slider, right? And I remember when I hit it, and it was like, I think I woke up to it that morning and I literally started dancing around the house, because it was such a journey to get there. And it was such an achievement. And immediately I was like, oh my God, not only am I getting this passive income, but now I'm getting like $500 a month to my car. And I got all the paperwork, sent that off, and then started getting the bonus payments for that as well. And it was like, oh, shit, man, this is so fucking cool. Sorry for the language, but you know, it really literally was. It was super cool, and I was still running my own business as well at the time. So fast forward to now, business is gone. I went through a major stage of doing doing content every single day. In fact, I actually brought out the Affiliate Marketing podcast, which you can go and see still. It's on iTunes. And I went through a stage of where I was recording every single day and putting it out there. I hit a bit of a stumbling block personally early this year, which has led me to like step away from the internet for a little while. And only really over the last couple of months have I started coming back. So, you know, you kind of got me at a good time, because I'm not super busy right now, but it is a time where I'm happy to be part of things. And in fact, we just did a JV 2 weeks ago where I think we did over $10,000 without even having started. So it was literally like, we had a program, we had a challenge, we had an idea, and we pre-sold about $10,000 worth on that. And that was just like, that's good.
Super, super.
And then it was kind of like, okay, right, now what we're going to go forward. So my primary goal is to start sharing more onto my YouTube channel. So as I know we spoke before about, do I want to send links out and all that sort of thing? No, I don't really. I'm not asking anyone to go purchase anything off me. I'm not here to try and sell my shit. But if you guys want to go to my YouTube channel, just search for my name. You'll find it on YouTube. Hit subscribe, and you'll get as much free information as I'm giving out. One of the cool things about that is a lot of the stuff on there I have inside of paid programs, right? So, but what I thought was, there's such a small portion of people. I mean, the world is massive, right? There's so many people out there. If I just put my best stuff onto YouTube, then people will consume it, and I'm helping people that I would never normally reach out to. And if people are still connecting with me via Facebook or going through my usual flow, and they're making a purchase and they're buying a program, that's cool in the gang. But you're going to find most of the stuff free on YouTube anyway. But that's just how I wanted to rock it, right? They're going to get more of a personal experience if they do go ahead and buy from me in any of my coaching programs or any of my paid products. But they're going to get most of the information free on YouTube. So, and I know people love to consume free stuff, right? So that's kind of like what I wanted to go with it. So that's it. That's the nutshell right there.
Yeah, this is huge. So many challenges, so many obstacles, but still never give up and have a spirit of learning and investing in the mentors. So this is what a real winner will do all the time. And yes, I also get to know about Russell Brunson from the ads, and all the books are super awesome, like really amazing. So we learned so many things. So as you mentioned that you won a dream car, so what is the one strategy you use to win your dream car? What is the one strategy?
I think for most people starting out, I always think that you've got to start with a solid base, and the solid base is experience that you can then share with others. So organic is probably the way to go for most people, because unless you're coming into this with a big fat wallet, you're not going to succeed. And of course, the way that you can promote affiliate products has changed dramatically over the last couple of years as well. So some of the old methods that we used to use, they're so stringent on it, and you could end up losing your affiliate account. So what you want to do to start with is position yourself as someone that is an advisor and a helper rather than a salesman. Because if no one likes to be sold to, basically, but everyone loves advice and help. So that's kind of like what you've got to do. I always think if someone's going to buy a product or they're thinking about buying the product, then you have to become, and again, I'm quoting, but you have to become the bridge between a person and the product. And the best way I describe it is literally, you need to go out and find people that are having a problem. You've got an affiliate product which solves that problem as well, right? So you've got that solution, but then you've got to guide them across the bridge and get them there. So the best way to do that is not going and spamming links out there, but showing people, identifying, highlighting the problem, sort of like really like setting fire to that problem, making sure that people are coming to you so that you're like, okay, right, well, this is the big problem. Do you associate yourself? Are you invested in this problem? Is this something you're suffering with right now? Okay. And then you can show them the bridge forward. And I always like to think of a bridge literally like you can show them the bridge, right? So they're here and they want to get to here and you're going to show them the bridge. But then we think about how could you make that journey even easier for them? How could you get them across that bridge even faster, right? And this is where a lot of people don't realize, this is where sort of like bonuses kick in. Because I always like to think, right, I'm going to show you the bridge. There you go. It's right over there. That's cool. Or the bridge is here and I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to take you across that bridge, right? So that's level one. I'm going to come with you and show you exactly I'm across that bridge. Next one, tell you what, why don't I give you some really comfortable shoes to help you get across that bridge, you know? And then you can go to step 3. I tell you what, I'm actually going to give you a piggyback and take you across the bridge. So you just got to think about that and how you can then put that in as part of an offer as your bonuses, right? And then, of course, in step 4, when we get to the other side of the bridge, I'll tell you what, I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to be there until you can solve that problem, until that product helps you solve the problem that you were trying to get over, right? And that is the structure that you should try and use in any form of bonuses, right? It's not just send them a link and going, here we go. It's helping them get to that result faster and easier and smoother. And that's kind of like the way to go. And one of the best ways to do that, I think, is yes, you've got to have your bonus stack. You've got to have that structured in a way that it's relative to what you're trying to help them achieve. Because if I said, right, let's say it's a product based around organic marketing, and I have a bonus which is how to do paid ads. It makes no sense, right? It does not make no sense. But what if I had a bonus which shows you how to set up a WordPress site in 15 minutes? And if they're looking at organic marketing or SEO stuff like that, I'm going to show you how to set it up. Or I'm going to give you the 5 templates or the 5 must-have, what do you call, plugins that you must have set up in your account. I'm going to share with you what they are. And also I'm going to show you on a video how to set them up. Or even better, I'm going to sit on a call and I'm going to actually help you do it with you live, right? So you just think about how you can actually generate that level of involvement, which then massively builds out the actual value of it, because we all value our time, but we also look at the result that people can get. And that's how you can then work out the value of your bonuses. So it's not just like, oh, well, if I spend an hour with someone, okay, right, what's my time worth? I don't know, $100, $200, $500, whatever. Okay, right, I'll stick that as a value. No, you think about how much they are likely to achieve going forward, and then you can reach that value stack offer amount, right? So I'm going to share with you a little secret, if that's okay, which is often missed out when it comes to affiliate marketing, right? So anyone that's watching this video that's interested in affiliate marketing, you've always been told to build a list, right? Simple stuff. So you don't send people directly to the page. You send them to an affiliate opt-in, right? But then what they do is they opt in and go straight to the product page. This is a mistake. On the opt-in page, you collect the lead. All right. So, and then you're going to send them something out nicely, your sort of like your incentive or whatever it was that they opted in for in the first place, right? Then you want to send them to another page where you have a video. And it has to be a video of you explaining all the cool stuff that you're going to help them with to get them to that problem solution. And this is where a lot of people stick because they don't want to be on camera. They are scared of being on camera and they really don't want to do it. They might think the tech's not good enough that they have. They might be worried about how they look, how they sound. They might be worried about the fact they don't have an amazing studio. Look, no amazing studio, literally in a spare room. One day maybe I'll get round to it, but at the moment this is good. I don't need all that stuff. I mean, look, this is one of my go-to things, right? A little phone holder, right? I do most of my lives using that, so it's steady. Even walking around, I can still do my lives like that. Sound-wise, I mean, what is this? What's $10, something like that? Sound-wise, it's a plug-in mic. Literally like $15 off Amazon, but improves your sound so much better. I'm not going to drag it over because it's the other side of there, but a little O-ring, again, $15. You know, you can literally up your game so cheaply, or you can just go live or just do your video, whatever. Now, I actually have, if you go to my profile right now, this may change when people have seen the video, but we are actually doing a 30-day live challenge where people can go from being complete novice when it comes to going live and take them all the way through 30 days, giving them every single concept, letting them be in a safe environment where they can practice and having them every single day, right? This is what you need to talk about. Press the button, go live, right? That's free, right? Again, not selling anything here. So that's free. That's one of the other things that you guys can do. You can get into this 30-day live challenge, right? And it is going to walk you by the hand, showing you how to become more comfortable on camera, how you can improve what you're doing. And obviously then when it gets to the end of it and you want to build that affiliate bridge page using video, you're going to feel so much more relaxed. People are going to identify with you so much easier. And of course, the biggest thing is being relatable to people. And if they are relatable to you, guess what? They now know you, they now like you, they now trust you. And of course, then they're going to buy from you. Right. So that's kind of like what the big secret is. So that it's a lot of people just go from like A to C. We need to go A, B, C. And that's kind of like what we're aiming for.
So true, so true. Like everything that you share is like just you share like bonuses, publishing. Literally, so many things are help you. And yes, we don't have any background setup. We just are go live and without any thinking that how I am looking, what is the background I have, what kind of camera I am using, what kind of mic I am using. We don't think like this. If you really wanted to be successful, you have to take imperfect action, as Paul
That's
just
it.
mentioned, right?
Because at the end of the day, no one cares. Right.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you a little story around, gosh, whether it was last year, it could have been last year, right? When I was running my podcast, I actually had Dean Graziosi on, right? You heard of Dean Graziosi, right? Yes. And I was all set up. I was in my villa over in Spain. We were getting power outages. I only had my laptop to work with. I didn't have a decent light. So I literally had like a bedside lamp, which was just like a yellowy, horrible light on it. And there was no background. It was dark because of the time difference in the States to where I was. And I hit the button to open it up and he's in a studio. Right? It's a TV studio where he does most of his recordings. You might have seen some of his shows or some of the videos that he does with Tony Robbins when they're producing their content and all that stuff. So I have Dean Graziosi and then there's me, right? And I'm literally getting ready to set off the interview and I'm feeling so shit right then because I'm literally thinking, man, this guy is such a hero of mine. I have major fanboy stuff going on. I know that I'm so lucky to have him on my show in the first place. I hope this doesn't go wrong. And the very first thing I do is I get his name wrong. so, so, so I'm literally going, hi everybody, welcome to the Affiliate Marketing. I am your host, Paul Mauttley here, and today we have an amazing special guest. It's Dean Grazioski. And he goes, well, can I stop you? You said Grazioski, it's Graziosi. And I'm like, oh, no, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Somehow I did a reset and started and did it again. And we managed to get through it. And Dean is an ultimate professional. It's almost like he has a script which reads itself in his head. And he just kept going and going and going and just carried it. And all I did was just basically just sat there grinning like a monkey and just, yeah, just literally like that. And I don't know how it managed to get to the end, but I did. And I don't know if he had a bunch of interviews that day. It was super tough to get in touch with him in the first place and get him on there. We managed it, and it went out on my podcast, and I was really happy. So yeah, sometimes no one cares. Now, if it was me and Dean in like this amazing studio sat next to each other, then sure, that looks polished, that looks great. But I tell you what, people aren't going to relate to it as much as what the real life stuff is. So just like me and you here right now, people are going to relate to that because they're going to see you, they're going to see me, and they're going to think these people are regular people. We still have to go to bed at night. We still have to eat food. We still need to have, we still need to drink. We still need to breathe. We have a life. We have families. We have distraction. We have all this stuff, just like the people watching right now. But we can still carve out a little bit of time in our day to build our business. Right? There's no excuse not to move forward every day, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, just doing one thing. Then you're moving forward, because the day that you stop is the day you quit. And you do need to keep going. Pick those goals out, break them up into smaller pieces, bite-sized pieces that you can complete, even if it's just one tiny, tiny, tiny little goal each day, because that will kick in the old dopamine and the endorphins and all that good stuff in your brain, and think, yes, I did that today. Now I can move on to the next thing.
Super, super, super. Guys, Paul is sharing tons of golden nuggets. Like haven't heard like a dream car winner is share with you golden nuggets that he used for himself and getting tons of. So you just share that you have a dream Graziosi on your podcast. So how did you approach him and how he is on your podcast?
He's on the podcast. Getting hold of him was tough. You imagine having a maze in front of you, right? And there are so many wrong turns along the way to get to the middle of the maze. That's kind of like how it was. It was difficult. What did help was that he actually had a launch going on at the time, so he was more open at that particular time to doing interviews. So that's the key little point there. If you can see that someone is doing a launch, that's a great time to approach them for an interview, because they'll actually have their calendars open. They'll have blank spaces for a week or 2 weeks leading up to the launch, where they are open to people to come and interview them, even if you only get 5 or 10 minutes with them. And that is the key time to do it. Now, you can do that with almost anybody. Haven't got Russell yet, but I'm still working on it. But literally, I've interviewed a lot of guys in ClickFunnels. I've had Dave on, I've had Turner on, I've had a few of the other guys in the office. They've all been on the podcast at one point as well. So I've even had Parker Woodward as well, Dave's son. Super cool guy, loved him, helped me set up my podcast in the first place. He was awesome. Still keep in touch now as well. So if he's watching this, hey Parker, I hope you're doing good, man. So yeah, that's a key thing. When the launch is coming up and you get notified of a launch that's coming up, right? So if you know, and if you go follow these people, if you think about there's like a poster boy method, right? Have you heard of the poster boy method?
No, exactly not.
Well, the poster boy method is basically becoming number one fan. So you will freely share their content. You will comment on every single platform every time they come out with new content. You will send their support emails thanking them for the value you've given or they've given you and everything like that. And you can do that for months and months and months. And literally at some point, they do monitor their own platforms as well, especially if it's a new platform for them. They will be looking at the comments themselves. Now, some people will argue that they never look at comments, but the people will say, oh, I look at every comment, which is bullshit. They don't look at every comment. But if they're just starting to grow on a new platform, that's another good time to get hold of them because they want to grow that audience on that new platform, right? So that's a new time. So when you see people that are starting to go onto TikTok, for example, get on it. Every video, comment, like, subscribe every single time. Send them a direct message through that because, again, they're new to that platform. They are going to see that message. They're not going to have their VA doing it. They're probably going to come back to you and say, oh, thanks, awesome. That's how I managed to get hold of Brian Delaney, doing exactly the same thing, right? So you do this poster boy method, and all of a sudden they start seeing your name, commenting on every YouTube video that comes up. You know, if you go to the YouTube channel, like my YouTube channel, for example, you go to there, you search my name, you hit the notification bell, right? So you subscribe, hit the notification bell, you make sure you hit all, then you will get notified every single time that I put a video up. And I tell you what, those people which comment on my videos, I notice. So if I get certain people keep doing it, it's what I do. I go check their channel out. I go then check their social media profiles out. And if they're someone that I think, yeah, this looks like a decent person, they're not just here to spam, they're here to, they want to grow, they want to learn, I'll pop them a friend request on Facebook because I'm really, really stringent on who I invite as a friend on Facebook myself. I have like over 1,000 requests, which I don't deal with. I have a bot doing that. So hands up, sorry, I do have a bot. But literally, I cannot spend my time sifting through all the wheat in the chaff stuff. I can't do it. But yeah, post boy method works, and it's an amazing way to get in touch with people as well. So that's your key thing. So you want to get in touch with people that are way, way above, right? You just think, oh, so far away from where you are right now. You can become an affiliate of their product and sell their products. All of a sudden, guess what? They're going to start noticing you. Did exactly the same with Scott and Brian Moran from Samcart. Became one of their, I think it was top 5 in their launch last year for the new Samcart product. Guess what? Yep, I got Scott on my podcast, did an interview and all that stuff, right? So same type of thing. If a launch is coming up, you can get in touch with them. It's easier to get in touch with them. Do the poster boy method, easier to get in touch with them. Make sure that you are following them and keep going with it, right? And also as well, once you've got a few of these in the can and you've got a few of these in the line, then you can start putting onto your social profiles. Also on the show has been X, Y, and Z. Featuring, previously featured, blah, 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 blah. And I guess what? A crowd follows a crowd. So if people know that, let's say I'm reaching out to someone completely random and I've got it on my podcast or if I've got it on my Facebook profile that I've interviewed Dean Graziosi, I've interviewed Brian Delaney, I've interviewed, I track regular to Blake Newbar, all these different people, or Spencer Meekum as well. So I can add all those people to my Facebook profile and say, these are previous guests of the show. Previous guests of the show include blah, 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 right? When they come and check you out, they suddenly think, oh, well, if he's had Spencer on, or if he's had Blake on, or if he's had Dean on, or if he's had Brian on, then sure, yeah, I'll go on it. But if it's just like some nobody that they just assume it's some nobody, and it's so much harder to start off with. So you're kind of like doing this little step all the way up to the top. And you just think, right, who are my top people? Where is the people that I would love to be able to talk to, right? Directly for my audience, give them value, share the value with them, and hopefully grow together. And you use those steps up, see who, and again, I'm rambling, man, I'm giving it all away, right? Literally, like, if someone's done a launch, see who their top affiliates are, right? Go to the leaderboard, see who those top affiliates are, and go to them and start talking to them. Become affiliates of their products, buy their products, interview them. And then, of course, you can then find a way to get access to it. You know, after a couple of months or whatever, I'll say, hey, Dean, you know, it was really super cool you're having on the show the other day. I really love the latest video that you do. I'm always listening to your podcast. By the way, is there any way that you can get me in touch with someone who books for Tony Robbins? Because I'd be really interested in getting a part of what he's doing next, and also as well being able to promote the product on my show. You might get a no, but I tell you what, after so long, you'll get a few yeses, right? And that will then project you forward massively. Woo, sorry, I got to take a breath.
This is definitely true. Like everything you just mentioned is like so true. Like all the thing, like so awesome nuggets shared by you. So people don't just think you are here for free. He is sharing tons of golden nuggets. Make sure you take notes, because this is information that he's sharing. The recently he shared about how he get Dean graduacy. I have no idea about it, so thank you for this information as well. So I notice you are publishing a lot. Before you are publishing on podcast, currently you are publishing a lot on YouTube videos. So how does it help you in your journey? So
I think YouTube is great because it stands the test of time. Now, I will dabble certain times with certain things. I'll dabble a little bit with organic Facebook stuff. In fact, I'm dabbling with it right now. I will dabble with TikTok, but YouTube sticks around forever, right? And until that platform goes, you know, my videos will be on there. It's free to host your videos as well. So it's a good point from that aspect. So if you wanted to put a video onto your affiliate funnel, for example, you can just embed the YouTube video for free. Now, personally, I use a paid service because it removes some of the little, you know, bit around the video and stuff like that. But there's no reason why you can't just embed the video onto your page. And of course, what does that do? If you make it public, it might seem weird for anyone just randomly finding it. But if you put some odd description, or don't even put a description, no tags, odd title, no one's actually going to go ahead and find that video, right? It's really difficult to find the video unless they are actively seeking out every single video you've ever done. Embed that video into your site, into your funnel itself. Of course, then every time someone comes to that page and watches it, gives you view time. So those people that are interested in doing, like, you know, getting to monetization with YouTube, then it's free watch time for you.
So yeah, super. Like YouTube is really growing platform. Like my video that I published last year, I still, because of those videos, my YouTube is growing. So you are right. Like YouTube is a growing platform, and we have to be on the platform that is help us to grow. So can you share like a new affiliate marketer? What kind of important activities they do for daily basis to make their first $1,000 breakthrough?
Stand on the shoulders of giants. So basically, the best way to start is, if you have no results, show other people's results. That's the best way of doing it, because you can't fake it. You can't be photoshopping results and showing that they're yours. Show other people have done X. This is what I would like to help you get the same results as some of our other affiliates, or some of the other affiliates, whatever, right? So you can do that. And I've seen this happen so much with the OFA, it's unreal. So for those people that know, it's one funnel away. I've seen people do this so many times, it's crazy. They start off, and I scroll through their feeds, and I see the very first time they post about it, and it's not their results because they don't have any. They are showing someone else's results, and then saying something similar to, you know, if you would like these results, contact me, let me show you, guide you through it, and all blah, blah, blah. And then the whole bridge thing kicks in. They get the sale, and guess what? They get $100 sale. Boom. That's your next post. Oh, look what I did. And then show someone else who's got like a milestone. They might have hit 10,000 commissions or whatever it is. Share that. Our other affiliates have reached this amount. Share, come to me if you want help with it, blah, blah, blah. Boom, you get another commission. Bang, that goes on. And it builds and builds and builds from that. And all of a sudden, you're now doing coaching. You're now taking payments from people that actually want to work with you. So you're earning from that. But they're also buying either ClickFunnels or they're buying One Funnel Away challenge from you. And now you've got something going. You can start creating like a little mini course. You can start doing a course where you can invite people to become affiliates of it. Even if you're doing like 100% commissions on that course, guess what? Everyone's going to come flooding to it. And this is the affiliate ladder that no one talks about, right? People start off with being brand new. They start getting results, leveraging on other people's results. They then start getting better results and they promote those better results. And then they bring out a little free course, gather affiliates for it, and bang, away you go. I've seen it happen so many times.
Awesome. Like, so really true. Like, if you have not result, you can go and promote results, share information. Like, be a value provider all the time. Don't just try to fake it, but yes, all the time providing value is right. Super that you mentioned, right? So people, we are here for a few more minutes, so if you have any question you can put your question in the comment section, so Paul will definitely reply to your question. So what are the biggest mistake you did when you started as a affiliate marketer of ClickFunnels, and what is your suggest to the new affiliate marketer who wanted to be
Oh,
an
I've got a couple. Biggest mistake number one, spamming links in groups. Waste of time, right? Going and finding these groups, make money online groups, and sticking your link in there. It is time zapping and mind numbing, and it's just horrendous. Mistake number two, don't send friend requests to everybody on the internet. Just because Facebook suggests it doesn't make it a good fit, right? So build up your audience carefully. Mistake number three, don't wait too long to level up. Find a way to invest in yourself to get closer to the result that you want. So that's my top three. It's given, don't spam in groups. Don't add just anybody on Facebook. Make sure they're in the right niche for you and it's someone that you might want to work with further or you can learn from. And number three, obviously, make sure you invest in yourself and level up that way.
Awesome. Like really true. Don't so many newbie. I also did this mistake. This like publishing, putting a link without of any value and knowledge. Right. This is the biggest blunder we did in our journey. So uh, we have so many people are live. So you have this YouTube channel where you share tons of golden nuggets. So could you share more about it? Like you so many time you share in your video in this interview, but can you share more about it?
Well, the YouTube channel itself, yeah, oh, it's nice of you to put it up there. That's awesome. But yeah, you can go find it. Literally search my name onto YouTube. It'll come up and a whole bunch of videos. I've gone through such a process of. The thing is, I have so much knowledge in here, whether I'm ADHD or whatever, I don't know. But sometimes I feel like I've got an idea, I need to get it out. And I know people have said this before about having just picking one primary focus for your YouTube channel and just focusing on that alone, right? But I just can't do repeated stuff. It has to be, I want to show people how to get really, really cheap leads on Facebook if they're using ads. Right, I'm going to put a video together with that. Instead of spending like $2 for each lead or $4 for each lead, I'm going to show you how to get it for 11 cents. Right, so I'm going to put that video out. Or it might be, I can share with you how to, it's really random, add a pixel into a Weebly website. I'm going to put that out there. You know, those sort of videos that pop into your head, they tend to do quite well because that might be something someone else is thinking of. And I think that's the thing when it comes to YouTube. It's people are using it as a search engine. Those people that are using it for entertainment, they watch the comedy shows, they watch the this, that, and the other. But there are so many more people out there using it as a search engine because they have a problem, they're looking for a solution, and again, you can then show up for that as well. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel. Is it's a little bit eclectic. It can be disjointed. I try to put things in playlists. So if you're interested in a specific topic, make sure you check the playlist itself, and then you can watch that and see those. Yeah, literally here, down there, down. Actually, if I don't know what is it that way down there. And that way you can get a better understanding rather than just going for every single video that I've ever put out. But yeah, that's what I'm doing with that.
Awesome. People, this is super awesome. You can go and follow Paul YouTube channel. He's sharing tons of golden nuggets over there, and I also watching. He's so much consistent over there. So you can go and check his. He's a dream car winner. So this is super learning from a like dream. So before we wrap up the show, could you share your final thoughts about a newbie who are just started their journey, so they get some value from?
Never give up. Never give up. You are, believe it or not, you are surrounded by people in a similar situation to what you are that are kind of like really, really keen on seeing your success as well. So, hey guys, how's it going? So you have to remember that a lot of people are in the same boat as you are, and you can grow together, right? You can pick out certain people and you can go, okay, well, let's make a game of it. Let's see who can get 100 subscribers first. Or let's see who can build their email list by doing this. Let's see if we can put something together as a lead magnet, for example, to leverage both of our audiences and grow both our lists, share the lists together, right? Because people will know that they're getting on each list and then you can send them out. That's a top tip as well. So when you're starting out, buddy up with someone, create a lead magnet, and then you both get the list rather than just one person. So that would be a super cool way of doing it too.
So true. Like really awesome golden nuggets shared by Paul on this show. So people show your love to Paul. He's like super golden nuggets that he shared. So really thank you for your presence over here on my show. I'm so grateful for your presence. So thank you so much. And
Awesome, man. No, it was a pleasure. I really had a good time. It's always nice to get this information out. And obviously, you know, your audience is different to mine. So I'm connecting with more people, helping more people. And that's what it's all about, man. So that's cool.
it's my pleasure to have you on my show. This is super awesome. People show your love to Paul. So, Paul, thank you so much once again. And I'll be back with you in just a second. Till then, have a great rest of the day. Thank you. So there you go, guys. People, so thank you so much for this lovely comments of yours. I'm super thankful to all your presence on till the end of my show. So thank you so much, and I'm put the link of the this group in the comment section because I shift my this interview from my this profile to my group, and also if you are watching it on my YouTube channel, so please make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you so much. This side Nilesh Jain signing off. I'll be back with another interview on my show. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.